Hello, my friends. Connor Doobie here. Hope you're doing great on the other end of the screen. I'm committed to you each and every single day to bring you strategies, insights from the top thought leaders in the world on B2B sales and marketing strategies, especially account-based marketing, which is very, very complicated. If you're working big B2B business deals, there's a totally different approach than mass marketing of what you see with most consumer products. So what I wanted to share with you today are the 4 key pillars of social selling. I have not only experienced that these 4 pillars work for myself, this is where vast majority of my business comes from, but from interviewing hundreds of B2B marketers, CMOs, VPs of marketing, this is the same framework that they're leveraging to get their team successful with social selling. Now, what's social selling, right? Social selling is really where the marriage of sales and marketing happens. It's where the two collide. Traditionally, the departments would be kind of siloed in their own vacuum. Social selling is really where they both come together. And there's some repeatable framework that you can use to implement social selling, but you need to know where to start. Now, one of the first things, this isn't a pillar, but this is an important framework. Social selling is ran through personal brands rather than your company. So when I'm talking about this social selling activity, I'm actually talking about personal brands within your organization, your CEO, your CMO, head of business development, channel partner director, whoever it is. You can run this at scale or you can run this on a one-to-one individual approach. So pillar number 1 for effective social selling is messaging, okay? Messaging equals meaning. Messaging equals meaning not only for, let me get this a little bigger here for you. Messaging equals meaning not only for the people you're trying to reach, but really the whole market. Like, if people do not know what you do, they cannot buy from you, right? And when it comes to your social media pages, like your LinkedIn profile, for example, is your messaging creating meaning? Are you just talking about yourself, or are you actually talking about the problems that you solve? Are you talking about the challenges? Nobody buys your product or service. They buy the meaning behind that, what the meaning to them actually is. Number 2 is engagement. Engagement is what drives the eyeballs to you on social. So and by the way, when I say messaging, not to be confused, I'm not talking about messaging prospects. That's where engagement comes in. Engaging with prospects' content, engaging with their social media profiles, engaging with them through your content, and just engaging in general, whether that's a text, whether that's an email, whether it's a DM, whether it's a comment, whether it's a follow on their page. All these things are what's going to drive eyeballs in to your messaging, okay? Pillar number 3, content. Content is currency. Content is literally currency for your social selling efforts, okay? So the more content I put out that's relevant and valuable, the more I get in. It's literally an exchange of currency and energy that happens on social media. Content is the delivery vehicle of not only your messaging, but the value of what you do, how you do it, your expertise, your thought leadership, and so on and so forth. Let me widen this a little bit further. And number 4 pillar of social selling is consistency. Anything that's good, that's worth doing, is worth doing over and over and over again. So it's not enough to just show up once. If you are, you're just massively underestimating the amount of noise on social media. That's why I put a video out at least once a day. I don't care if there's tens of thousands of people watching. I'm talking to the one person. I'm talking to you right now who's watching this and getting value from this information. And you may see me show up and do this for months and months on end till the point and the light bulb goes off and you're like, hey, I get this guy. He speaks to me. I want to work with him. So consistency is crucial for really any marketing that you're doing, but social selling especially. And I'm not talking about you have to post 100 times a day, but if you're just putting content out and information and connecting with prospects once a week, once a month, once every other, few days or so. Every single day, you should be putting these 4 pillars and monitoring these 4 pillars and implementing them onto social media. If you already know your sales and marketing team, you're not aligned, your marketing team you need a no risk vendor to save you time on implementing social selling content for sales enablement, reach out to me, send me a message. We can be a no risk vendor and partner for you to get all this done for your B2B marketing needs. With that, my friends, make it great. Love to hear your thoughts on the 4 pillars of social selling, and I'll see you over on the other side.